It's just an alternate route to where we would have got to. What's this? What's this? That opens the door. I can't remember what that's so you can get back up, I think. Come on, Lara, where's this? Is it here? Here it is. Pull this. Pulls that final one out. It's like they're trying to be a bit too clever. I don't know whether they do that. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. Oh no, why don't we do this? Oh, let's do that. And then they do it, and it's like, it feels like padding, or it just feels like they just made it way more complicated than it ever should have been. How did we get it now? Right, so we go down here. I can't remember where this goes. I think it might take us back to the other side of the thing we were in, where we started out with the kind of corridors. This is outside. This takes us outside of that. As far as I can remember. Yeah, we come up here. There's a lever. It opens the door. Was that at the beginning? Yeah, I've got to go back then, haven't I? I think. We'll find it when I go back. Lara, what are you doing? Oh, I don't believe this. Welcome back, this is part 2 of City of Vilcabamba, level 2 of a remake of TR1 or TRLE. I just basically fell off there and died. I didn't save, I had to play the whole level again up to here. Thanks, level builder! You just don't want to be falling off over there. I went over there, stood down there and I got killed. Level builder, have a word with yourself. Seriously. Wait a minute, how can I get down? Can I get down there? Even takes my health to get down, that's not good, is it? I'm doing it wrong. I could have come down there, I suppose. That's just annoying. I should have saved. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. So we're going to go back to the upper area, the bit of filler that the level builder put in, which is those silly corridor things. And let me get back up. One of these you can't get up, the other you can, I think. And then there's like a green area with a door, and that leads us to the main original area, which leads us to the 3 doors where there's like more dogs or wolves there, and then it was down here, wasn't it? This is just it's just something that stands in your way, that's all this is. Right, this area, pulling that lever opened this door. That's the other side of probably where I fell off or something. I don't know. And then we come up to here, as far as I remember, there's no other bits. Then it reverts back to the original level again. This is where you get this kind of, it goes off in a completely different direction. Nothing to do with TR1, then it comes back to it again. Oh, right, be careful. Down there, there's a wolf there, I think. I'll be back into this area again. These buggers, when I was replaying that, there was like 6 of them on me at the same time. Is it? Loads of dogs. Get them dogs, they're bloody dogs. No, come on. Really annoying this is. It's like, oh, we'll just throw a bunch of animals at you. I mean, seriously, when's the real deal going to start? We get to the real game rather than this filler filled with animals biting me. So, in the original game, you would have ran down this. What's the one there? Ran through there, but in this game, of course, they put a bunch of filler in there. Which is this crappy or this stupid thing here. So, yeah, you would have run through it and gone, oh, look at this area. And this is back to the original, and it looks pretty much the same. So it's business as usual. There's 2 pools, and then there's like 2 ways, 2 different sides to get up, and it opens a middle door that takes us to the I think of the water. I don't think there should be or was, but there isn't. The problem with that, someone was saying in the review for this on TRLE that it's rendered obsolete because people have got DOSBox. But I think messing about with Tomb Raider in DOSBox is a pain, because if you want to record it, there's a lot of screen tearing I cannot get rid of. And that's why I have to use, I think it was DG Voodoo, which was something to do with the... There was 2 graphics cards that you could render it, making it look like Tomb Raider 2, basically much better. On PC, and you can basically emulate those graphics cards with a thing called a wrapper. And I had that when I did my playthrough years ago, 2014. And what that means is that if you can get hold, I couldn't find any of them on the, I probably wasn't looking in the right place. If you want to play Tomb Raider without screen tearing with the really nice graphics, there's 2 ways of doing it. Getting the DG Voodoo wrapper, or doing DOSBox, and there's a special unofficial DOSBox which can do the DG Voodoo, or the Voodoo card style graphics, but it's very slow, quite choppy. Especially if you're trying to record. Playing it's fine, but recording it doesn't work very well, unless you've got a very powerful machine. Or the other way is to get a machine from the 90s and get like Voodoo cards, and then you can do that. And then what are we doing? This pickups here. But I find if like remakes are like, yeah, if they did a faithful reproduction of the original Tomb Raider 1 engine, then you could say, well, that would be worthy of being played just for the sake of not having to mess about with DOSBox and old computers and whatever else. But then you get the Tomb Raider 4 reinterpretation, and people say, oh, it's a bit rubbish, what's the point of remaking it? Well, if you remade it in Tomb Raider 4, you could play the same level geometry with better graphics for the sake of seeing what it would look like in Tomb Raider 4. And then you get levels like this, which are, it's a reinterpretation because they're adding bits into the middle of it. With stupid nonsense like this. Get out of there, you stupid animal. Crap like that really gets someone. They just throw enemies at you. So, oh, I've got this again. I don't know how I get this. I can see the benefits of going down the route of a full 100% completely identical remake from the original Tomb Raider 1 engine, but then you need DOSBox to run that. Or you go down the route of the Tomb Raider 4, because it's the best engine you can get before you reskin it. But if you reskin it with the later graphics, it's kind of departing from it a bit. You get people who come up with stuff like this. It's like, well, it's more nonsense, more messing about. You've got to learn that it deviates from the original levels. Although I think they've done a good job with it, I just think it's just annoying gameplay design. They're just throwing things at you. And there's a lever. I don't know what the thinking is behind these crystals that don't do anything. I don't know. Again, they didn't appear on the PC version. I don't think they did. That's a PlayStation nod, I think that is. Which is ironic because all these TRLEs don't run on a PlayStation because they have a different architecture to the PlayStation 1. No, Lara, this way. That opens that middle door. So we can get down. A bit more Lara. So yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, it's a nice effort, and it's, you know, it must have been a massive undertaking, taking ages to do it. I don't know how much they cut and pasted from, I don't know if they can do that with the Tomb Raider 1, and they just, I don't know. But this is the bit with the swinging blades. I will save, I'm not doing this again. Learn my lesson, save. Get these swinging blades. Where is it? Swinging blades. Please, Lara, be careful. Is there anything in there? No. I wonder if anyone's ever done an unfinished business remake of the TR1 add-on DLC, I suppose you call it these days. All this, I'm sure there was a crocodile. I could be wrong. TR1, where you get pushed into here, and then there's I thought there was a crocodile, but there isn't. A minute. You got to pull a couple of levers, and then I think a bear turned up, and then yeah, there's a bit of like lighting shading here, which I don't think existed. I don't know about the PlayStation 1. They tended to do a thing with that. I don't know if it because it was a slower machine with less memory, they had to make it look really good. I don't know. Pull that lever, right? I get very mixed up on this one. I gotta go with the side, haven't I? I could shoot it from here. Oh, can we dive off here? I'm gonna go. Change it a little bit. I'm just thinking, is there an. I'm always thinking that there's another underwater bit. That's where we came in. Probably played so many TRLEs that are in the vein of this that I've got them mixed up in my head about. Lara, there's a bear. Should have known the smell of bear poo would have given them away, like in Anniversary, the gorillas that turned up and it was. Hang on a minute, wouldn't it be a dead giveaway? You would damage my health doing that. From the gorilla poo that's knocking about that Lara keeps treading in. They never put that in, they don't put the scat in, do they? You knew there was animals about by how much poo there was knocking around, but no, they don't do that, do they? Oh, apparently in this there's no Pierre, which is good. They didn't put him in for some reason. He's such a twonk. He turns up and you can't bloody kill him, but he doesn't occur because it's quite funny. In that they make the level, but they don't. I don't know if they can't do it, or it's something that they didn't for time reasons. I don't know. Sometimes you find remakes with this. There's no cutscenes either, which I wish there was a way of making cutscenes. You could put the original game engine cutscenes. Where is it, Lara? There it is. But they don't. There's the rendered ones, which would be much more difficult to do, and then there's the one with the game engine. I don't know how they did that. And then you don't tend to see that at all in any of the Tomb Raider. Very few TRLEs have actual rendered or anything in them whatsoever, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not sure if I pulled that lever. Did I pull that lever? I may have done. I think I probably did. Does that open? I pulled it. Okay, it's not opening. There is another one where you pull it down there. Oh, I want to pull it there. And it turns the swinging blades off for no reason. That's a weird Tomb Raider 1 thing that they did. We've got the idol. There's the idol. Does that open the door? It does open the door. This leads to the Lost Valley. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop here and I'll be back in the Lost Valley.